Alright, hello everyone, Darkside Phil here, and Happy New Year! And you might be saying, well Phil, you're recording this before New Year's, why are you saying that? Because this week, I'm going on break. So the purpose of this video is to explain to you how I'm going to handle that break, what you can expect, and when I'm coming back, alright? So, the final stream of 2013 is in the bag. And what a year 2013 has been for me, kind of reminiscing a little bit about all the stuff that went down this year, all the changes and things that happened this year, me adapting direct capture, me doing live streaming, starting up new series and new shows as a direct result of the direct capture and the live streaming. It's been a wild ride. This year in particular was a very exciting, but it was also very risky. And at least I'm happy to say that here we are at the end of 2013, and through the many trials and tribulations that I've been through, I'm still here, I'm still positive, I'm still pushing forward, and it's looking like 2014 may be a better year even more because of great positive things that I'm trying to plan out, including, excuse me, in January contacting a realtor and the possibility of getting the hell out of this cramped condo where my internet is intermittent, where I just don't have enough room to do the kind of stuff that I want to do, and moving into a bigger place somewhere else in the country where the weather's better, where I'll have more space to do filming. I've got so many ideas for series and stuff, where if I had a studio where I could film and have a green screen and do all kinds of stuff, that I could do amazing stuff, and I've never had that. And that's my goal for this year coming up. My resolution for 2014 is to at least seriously start the process of moving out of here and into the next phase of my life. Because I can't just be here anymore. This place, quite honestly, for me, was a place for me in 2009 when I moved here to kind of be like a bachelor pad. I was single, I wanted to move closer to my job, and obviously out of my parents' house, which I had moved back to after getting fired, or not, fired from Best Buy years before, which is a long story. I've talked about it before, I'm not going to get into it now. And, you know, moving on with my adult life, and that was an important step for me to get out of there, for me to be here, to be self-supportive, which I've been. Now it's time for me to take the next step, get a bigger place, a place where I can move in with my girlfriend, where I'll have more space to be more professional with what I do, okay? And really, when it comes down to it, that's what it's about. Not only having better weather, having better internet, but also moving to the next phase of my life, being more professional with my work, and being more adult with my life, actually sharing a living space with someone instead of going out and eating every day, planning meals out, and being starting to cook and being more responsible of a person. I've wanted to do this, and I just haven't been able to do it up to now. Now I finally have the means to do it financially. Now I got to make it happen in 2014. So that's really what I'm pushing for next year. Okay. So I do want to say this. Thank you to all of you who this year stuck in there throughout all the changes, throughout me, again, going from this camera that I'm recording this video with to direct capture, and the fact that we had issues with audio and stuff, trying to get it sound good, and finally I think we've hashed out those issues. Through the live streaming, all the problems we've had with the live streaming, including the settings aren't right, the delay is off, this is off, that is off, my internet's intermittent, it's a piece of crap. I'm really appreciative that you guys have been patient and have stuck in there, because a lot of people, when there's changes, they turn tail and run. Oh no, something has changed, I don't like it, I'm gone. A lot of you gave me the benefit of the doubt. You stuck in there with me this year, and here we are at the end of the year, and I'm more positive than ever at this point. Really looking forward to the changes next year, which is going to be more location changing and stuff like that. It's going to be great, okay? And even through all the other bullshit, the negativity that we had, the overwhelming amount of nonsense, people, oh, Phil doesn't play games well, so he's a jerk, and we're going to make montage videos of it and all that stuff. A lot of you, first of all, I know a lot of people did leave. A lot of people said that, oh, well, Phil's a joke now. But the bottom line is, a lot of people didn't. They saw how silly that was, and they said, no, I've been with Phil since the beginning. He hasn't changed. It's the mentality of the internet that's changed. It's absolutely true, is that the internet itself has changed. The people who are using the internet, you got a whole new generation of younger people who are moving up, who aren't about gaming like I've been my whole life, who are around for different console iterations, and they're only here to watch a certain kind of footage. If they don't get that kind of footage, they make fun of everything else, and it's immature and it's ridiculous, but that's who's on YouTube right now. That's what the site has become, which is unfortunate, because when I started this in 2008, it was a much more open-minded audience, a much more mature audience. They were looking for entertaining content of a variety of types, not the same few little things and make fun of everything else. But it is what it is. We're changing with the times, we're adapting, And I'm fine right now. I'm in a good position. As long as there's not another overwhelmingly huge change that comes to YouTube in 2014, I should be fine. But I gotta say that with fingers crossed, because how many changes have they already made? I'm very lucky to be a managed partner under Machinima and not have to put up with the bullshit that's coming. Okay? So, all of that being said, let's talk about this week, which I'm taking time off. First of all, as soon as I finish filming this vlog, I'm uploading it to the King of Hate vlog, so that's where you're watching it right now, obviously. And then I'm going to get food, and when I come back, I'm going to finish off the funniest games of the top 10 fan-voted funniest moments of 2013. We've got 5 more to go, and I've got 5 more honorable mentions. I'll be putting those videos together, and those will be going live on DSP Gaming tonight, alright? Which is Sunday the 29th, alright, of December. And that'll be the next to last year-end series. Then I'm taking time off starting Monday. So this week you will see no live streams until the earliest would be Saturday night, and my girlfriend is on the train home. Maybe I'll do a stream then, alright? Because I'll probably be craving games at that point anyway. So, what can you expect this week now that there's no live streams this week? Well, I've got 17 videos of Dragon Age Origins and 18 videos of Blue Dragon. Yeah, I know, Dragon Overload. Both of which are saved up from this week, from streaming. So, over the course of Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to upload those videos to DSP Gaming. I'm going to schedule them out tonight, actually, so that they go live, and you'll have new footage. If you're following along those playthroughs, no problem, alright? Now, the other good news is that after that, the only other footage that I have is a set of Killer Instinct matches from about a week and a half ago. I never uploaded them, because I knew it was Overload. I'd been playing that game like once a week, if not more than that, and people were getting bored of the videos. So I gave it some time. Those will go live on Wednesday, New Year's Day, so hopefully if you've been craving Killer Instinct, you'll get your fix then. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you probably won't see any new videos at all, and that's fine. A lot of people have been telling me, Phil, we're behind. You know, you put out so much content this year, even though I did reduce the amount of content that I put out as a direct response to fan feedback. I know that a lot of people said, wow, there's playthroughs as we're watching the funniest moments countdown. I didn't watch Deadly Premonition. I didn't watch any of Dead Rising Riptide. I didn't watch any of this playthrough or this playthrough. And this is a great opportunity this week, especially if you still have time off and you're on vacation, to check out those playthroughs, alright? The good news is, even though I got 1,000 content ID matches, the only playthroughs that were really majorly affected were Nintendo games, Batman Arkham Origins, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Outside of those 3 playthroughs, or not those 3, but those 3 subject matters, because Nintendo obviously has multiple playthroughs, nothing else was really affected. So if you guys go back and watch old stuff, I still, you know, make out on it, which is great. So go ahead, feel free to go back and check out this week's stuff that you didn't have a chance to watch. In addition, obviously, both Blue Dragon and Dragon Age Origins are longer playthroughs. And let me tell you something, Dragon Age Origins and these 17 videos that are coming up gets a lot better. I'm enjoying the game a lot more. I rage a little bit when I die, but outside of that, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. So don't judge the beginning of the game, which was a slower build, and I was remembering how to play it. Don't judge that as a archetype for how the whole playthrough is going to be. It is getting better, and I'm enjoying the game a lot more. So definitely, if you haven't watched those playthroughs, take that opportunity. Catch up on those this week, alright? And then, you're going to ask, alright, so what's the deal when I come back? When I come back, it's going to, like I said, I might be doing a stream Saturday night. It all depends on how tired I am. If I'm tired, I might not. I'll just wait till Sunday. Here's how it's going to work. Game of the Year Awards, starting that Sunday. So a week from today, Game of the Year Awards start. And these are my personal picks for Game of the Year. And I'm doing 10 games this year. Not going to do 20 like I did a couple years ago. That was insane. Top 10 games of the year, in my opinion. Starting that Sunday. So it'll probably be like I've been doing. The first half of the day will be a gaming stream. And it'll probably more than likely be Dragon Age Origins, since at this point I just did Blue Dragon today. So I'll probably do Dragon Age Origins for the first half of the day on Sunday, and then second half of the day will be Game of the Year Awards, although I need to do a weekend preview at some time in there too, so maybe the Game of the Year Awards will only be 1 or 2 videos that day, and I'll stretch it out over the course of the week. We're going to have to see, alright? But I think, I'm a firm believer, if you're going to do Game of the Year Awards, you have to wait till the next year. You can't do it because, I mean, it's December, to give everything a fair shake, I needed to wait till the end of December, and there were a few releases this month that could have factored in, and other games that I was finishing up, keep in mind, from the next-gen consoles that I could have factored in as well. So it's definitely going to be an interesting Game of the Year Awards this year. It's going to be hard for me to pick my choices, And my winners, right now I don't know who the winner is. In my mind, I've got a few games that I'm boggling around, shuffling around, and I don't know who's going to be Game of the Year yet, but I'm going to let you know soon enough, okay? And so, that week when I return, there are no new releases at all. I looked into it, nothing. And supposedly no DLCs, although no one shares. There's a lot of rumors that The Wolf Among Us Episode 2 may be coming out this month. There's the Spinal DLC for Killer Instinct, which has no release date yet, but is supposed to come out in January. So there's a lot of rumors swirling about things that may be out. If those things are out, I'll check them out. If not, well, I'm going to continue on with Blue Dragon and Dragon Age Origins and balance that with the Game of the Year awards for variety's sake for the course of that first week that I'm back. And then those next 3 weeks, every week there's something new. You've got Assassin's Creed Liberation HD. You got the first DLC for Dead Rising 3. You've got Dragon Ball Z at the end of the month. I think it's called Battle for Z. I think I'm going to check it out. Last year, I tried Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Shippuden Super Bumblefuck 3 or whatever the fuck it was called, and I really liked it. And people had a very positive feedback about it, saying the playthrough was great. I don't see why I shouldn't continue on with that pattern and try out these anime-style games. So, I've never done a Dragon Ball game before. People have asked for it for years. That might be a great opportunity for me to do something different outside of the box. And by the way, I'm a fan of Dragon Ball. I've seen the entire series. So I'll know everything that's going on in it as well. Should be pretty good. Okay, so that's a rough view of January for you right now. Ongoing longer RPG playthroughs with Dragon Age Origins and Blue Dragon, balanced with new content and the Game of the Year award. So, it should be good. Maybe a little bit on the slower side. I'm fully expecting it because it does look like, unlike last year, where if you remember last year, the first several months of the year were like overdrive new releases because most companies were trying to shove games out before the next gen came out. This year's the opposite. This year it's like, well, we're going to do a slow build. A lot of people are making games for next gen. They're not ready yet. A lot of these games have been in development for a while. They're not rushing anything out. So, slower start this year, but it's going to be hitting the ground running with lots of new content. I hope you'll be there in a week's time when I return, whether it's on live stream, whether it's on YouTube, wherever you watch my content. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking with me this year, everyone. I will see you in 2014. Stay positive. Great things can happen to you if you are positive, and you stick with it through the negative times. That's the key here. Don't give up. Don't let this deterrence and the bullshit and people that tell you that you can't do something or you're not good at something and that you shouldn't be successful. You go like this and you fucking push on with your positivity and you're going to do great things with your life. That's my attitude, and look what I've done so far. And we're moving on to bigger and better things hopefully in 2014. Alright? Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Peace out. Bye-bye.